to Bochiknot and Bochiknot.com. My name is Nicole. In this channel, you will find everything you need to know to begin macrame, whether you are looking to do it as a hobby or you want to get to a more advanced level so that you can create your own designs. You will find everything macrame right here. So in today's tutorial, we'll be going over part 2 of my macrame layer series. Last week, we made a simple wall hanging pattern using square knots and crown knot tassels at the end. And this week, we're going to add onto it the second layer to the top and center of the piece. So we're going to be incorporating beads and double half-hitch knots in this pattern. And it's a little bit more intricate than the pattern that we had made last week. So it'll probably take some time for those of you who are new to macrame to get the hang of that pattern. We also use the diamond stitch knot to connect the pattern together as well. This is a more decorative pattern that will make the wall hanging stand out. We have one more part to this wall hanging series that will come out next week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Then you'll be able to see what the finished macrame piece will ultimately end up looking like. So I also incorporated this pearl bead pattern into a macrame clutch. The step-by-step ebook for that will be available on my Patreon site this week, so make sure you check that out. If you don't want to subscribe to my Patreon for exclusive content, you can get my patterns separately, and I've posted a link to those in the video description below. As always, if you guys are interested in any of the macrame pieces I made, or you're interested in the materials and supplies that I've used in my tutorials, make sure to check out the links in the video description below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and let's begin! So starting with part 1 of the wall hanging that we made last week, we're going to take 2 of the 100 centimeter cords and attach it onto the wooden dowel in the center using a lark's head knot. Then skipping one section on the right, take another 2 cords and attach it onto the dowel using a lark's head knot. And then repeat the same thing on the left. We are going to start making the double half-hitch knots that make an oval shape, and so starting with the middle section, we're going to take the third cord as the anchor cord and then the outer right cord as the working cord and make a double half-hitch knot like so. And then repeat the same thing with the left 2 cords, mirroring what we just did. So the left outer cord will be the working cord. And now we're going to string a bead through the left middle cord. Once that is done, we will take the string with the bead and make a double half-hitch knot on the right cord.
And then taking the string right underneath the bead in the middle, we will make a double half-hitch knot on the left cord. Make one more double half-hitch knot in the middle to secure the oval. Now repeat these same steps with the left 4 cords and then again with the right 4 cords. Once all 3 of the ovals are done, we're going to connect them with a diamond stitch knot in between. I placed the wall hanging the other way so that you guys can clearly see the pattern that we are working on. So taking the top middle 2 cords between 2 ovals, we will make a diamond stitch knot. Pull on the upper 2 cords to tighten the knot. Then repeat the same thing on the right side. Then starting in the middle again, we're going to continue making the oval with the bead in the middle. Once you're done with the middle one, repeat the same thing on the left and then on the right. Once that is done, connect all 3 sections in between with 2 diamond stitch knots again. Now repeat with the 3rd row of ovals and then 2 diamond stitch knots. We are now going to make one more oval with a bead in the middle. We are now going to close off this pattern with a V-shaped row of double half-hitch knots. So starting with the right side, we're going to make 2 double half-hitch knots. But before we continue downward, we're going to close off the middle with a row of double half-hitch knots on both sides first. Then one more double half-hitch knot in the middle here. Then on the far left side, we will make the 2 double half-hitch knots. Then taking the left anchor cord, we will weave a bead through. Then using that same anchor cord, we will finish off the row of double half-hitch knots downward. repeat the same thing on the right side. You have now completed the pattern. This will make a unique centerpiece for any wall hanging. The last step now is to clean up the fringe, cut them to your desired length, and then comb them through. I hope you guys enjoyed this pattern. Please stay tuned for next week's part 3 of the Macrame layer series, and then we'll see what the finished piece looks like.